The failing DeSantis campaign appears to have turned into an operation to sabotage Trump next year. What is up, people of the internet? It is me, Real American, back again with a new video, and today it is time that we talk about the 2024 presidential election, because everyone, it appears that the DeSantis campaign has gone from one trying to supposedly get DeSantis the nomination to one that's trying to openly sabotage Donald Trump next year. That is right, everyone. There is an article from Gavin Wax, who is a great guy. I recommend you follow him on Twitter, that details how the campaign seems like has turned, in fact, into a sabotage effort against the former president. Now, before we continue with today's video, I hope you enjoy these type of videos. If you do, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Guys, just for $1 a month, you can join Real American. This is the best way to support the daily content that we all know and love. So I hope and recommend you join the channel today. Alright, everybody, let me be 100% clear. Alright, I don't know 100% if this has turned into, a Democrat operative, ran machine or whatever. I'm not saying that 100%. But this is definitely an article that does raise some eyebrows about the true intent of the DeSantis campaign. I understand that Gavin Wax, he's a great guy. I recommend you follow him. He definitely has some history with the DeSantis people, so let's just read it. And you guys can have your opinions on it. It definitely has some questionable qualities about the DeSantis campaign. Again, when I make videos about these type of subjects, I'm not like the simps on Twitter that attack anybody that supports DeSantis. If you want to support DeSantis, go ahead. Alright? I'm talking about the people that are paid influencers that are actually running the ship that's down the frickin' toilet. I'm talking about those people. I'm not talking about the average Joe that, they support DeSantis. I never have. I respect your opinion. I'm just talking about these paid people that are influencers and run the actual campaign. That's who I'm talking about here. So no, I don't think the average DeSantis supporter, they're not going to try to, sabotage Trump next year. I'm not saying that. But either way, let's just get into it. The only Republican reasonably believed to pose a legitimate threat to Trump was Florida Governor DeSantis, whose momentum swelled after his success in Florida during the 2022 midterms. People seem to forget that there was a time where even I thought that DeSantis had a good shot to beat the nominee. I really did. Back in December of last year, I've said this multiple times now, me and other people did support DeSantis. Many people. Not just, me, of course. I'm just saying an example. I did personally believe we should go with DeSantis back then. But then you started thinking, and then the DeSantis campaign happened. Well, yeah, not good. After momentarily winning over the globalist donor class, DeSantis saw a chance to rise to the top of the GOP. What has happened since is catastrophic for the Florida governor. His campaign has imploded spectacularly, with plenty of examples of the candidate looking cold, awkward, and unable to connect with voters. Yeah, it just seems like, they're telling him to act like, something he's not. He had that good exchange with that nut job during that press conference a couple days ago, where he said, no, I'm not the one that caused that shooting in Jacksonville. Give me a break. He acted normal. He acted like himself. But on the campaign trail, he's like having the Homelander smile again. I I brought that up on stream. You look at the images. He is Homelander. I'm not even kidding when I say that. It's like, you about to kill somebody? Either way, it's definitely one of those where it's not good. This was exemplified by a middling performance in the first debate, and as DeSantis makes his way around Iowa, voters actually seem to get less impressed. When he isn't performing his Trump impression, his repellent lacks charisma and charm is exposed. Yeah. He's trying to act like Trump when there's only one Trump. Trump's the only guy that could go into Dairy Queen, not know what the hell, what's the menu on Dairy Queen? What's a blizzard? And actually get a boost from that. He's the only one that can do that. Because he has charisma, and he's being honest with everybody. I don't know what the hell a blizzard is. It's popular, so here you go. That's the difference between Trump and DeSantis. Trump is acting like Trump. DeSantis is trying to be a cheap copy of Trump. DeSantis and his minions signaled he would position himself as a more mature version of Trump, better able to effectuate the laudable goals of the MAGA movement. That lie has collapsed already, with Team DeSantis having recently launched an assault on MAGA voters, revealing a palpable disdain for Trump supporters and the America First cause. DeSantis revised history, insulted his potential base, and demonstrated a tone-deaf arrogance that has proven Trump's sanctimonious moniker to be more than true. Yeah. You don't just go around saying, oh, we don't need those stinky Trump voters. We don't need them. What are you freaking doing? I know DeSantis didn't say that, bud. A couple of his interviews, you do really wonder, what do you mean by that? But his paid influencers on Twitter saying, we don't need those smelly, ugly, dumb Trump voters. We don't need them. Despite them making up the vast majority of the party, we don't need them. The Florida governor stumbled into the never Trump trap that fails abysmally for countless Republicans. As a result, his campaign's entire strategy has shifted, now resting on the illicit probe from the Department of Justice and various Marxist state governments against Trump. Yeah. You just start looking at it, it's like, what the hell are you doing? You're talking about, using Democrat talking points about Trump? He has now stated the 2020 election was not, effectively calling the thousands of frontline patriots who observed, in polling centers liars. Again, I have my opinions on 2020. I've said it clearly. Even then, it's like, what are you doing? 3 years ago, you told Trump not to concede. Remember that? Look it up. DeSantis was one of Trump's core supporters during the election contest. DeSantis told the millions of America First faithful that their lying eyes deceived them as the vote count was mysteriously halted, and you know what happened. Now, according to DeSantis' most recent talking points, it is Trump's own fault the 2020 election was stolen because he signed into law the CARES Act, which passed overwhelmingly in Congress and gave states desperately needed relief during the most unknown period of the CCP's viral pandemic. It's worth noting the CARES Act, indeed supported by DeSantis at the time, passed with a strong enough majority to easily override any potential Trump veto. Again, it's like, oh my god, he gave $2 million to states for elections. Whoop-de-frickin-do. Again, you could say hindsight's 2020. But it's like, at the time, the CARES Act, they needed to pass something. The economy was falling apart. People were forced to stay inside. We had no clue what the hell this virus was. It's like, of course Trump's going to sign that. There's nothing he can veto. The only one that was opposed to it was Massey, which he's seemingly right about it, but either way, that's disputable, all right? Either way, it doesn't matter. It's like, why are you using these anti-Trump, never-Trump, Democrat talking points? That's what you're using now. DeSantis' doublespeak doesn't stop there. He once praised the White House COVID team with Fauci and Birx as instituting brutal lockdowns across Florida. He has consistently whitewashed his own record while faulting President Trump and on the issue of COVID jabs. it is the same story. DeSantis urged full compliance, praised Operation Warp Speed, and showed no signs of objecting to any of Trump's policies. Yeah. Again, you could say what you will about this shot, whatever. Everybody at the time, most elected officials, said, this is fine, we praised Operation Warp Speed, Trump did a good job. Even DeSantis! Just as bad, DeSantis' supporters on social media operate under the same double standards. Trump is ployed for hiring Christopher Wray as FBI director, even though DeSantis publicly lauded the decision at the time. Trump is slammed for winning the support of Lindsey Graham, while DeSantis is given a free pass for his effusive praise of Paul Ryan and Jeb. The list goes on. It's killed Ron's campaign and possibly his entire future. The slash and burn approach is beginning to look like the intentional sabotage designed to aid Joe Biden and abet his Democrat Party. Yeah, so not only is Team DeSantis, in my opinion, they're trying to hurt Trump with these Democrat talking points, causing an unnecessary primary, but also they've completely destroyed any political future DeSantis realistically had. It really makes you wonder, what's the point of this campaign? What are their true intentions? Are they really this stupid? I think some of them are, but it's like, it just makes you really wonder, what's going on here? Like, who are these people that are advising DeSantis? Well, a lot of them are Ted Cruz people. That should be enough, but it's getting to a point where it just seems like the DeSantis campaign, they're trying to sabotage Trump, but they also destroyed any future of DeSantis. It really does make you wonder what's going on here. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, smash the like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, follow the social media accounts in the description down below, and of course, join the channel today. Thank you so much. Godspeed to all of you.